All right, all right, all right. Are we going? We're going. Let's do this thing. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Monday morning. It is, what is today? Today is the 16th, right? Good heavens. Yes, May 16th, 2022. I don't think the stock market's doing very good, but if you want to buy, I think it's a good time. But what do I know? I don't know. Let's stick to what I know. Good morning. What are we doing here? My name is Brandon Blackwell. I'm the owner of Champion Data Supply, and I am taking you along with me as I build my business. As I build my business from a solopreneurship to a multi-person company. I'm going to be building it in the fashion of Dan Sullivan from Strategic Coach. And you guys are here to help me stay accountable to my daily and my weekly goals. And by the same token, hopefully you are playing along at home and achieving your goals too. You're taking the time, you're writing your goals down, you're playing along, and we're creating goals together. As I've said in the past, a lot of times when you listen to speakers, educators, authors about setting goals, you know, maybe you'll do the goal setting and then you'll just put it in the drawer. Well, what we're doing here each and every week, I'm checking in with you Monday morning to show you the ups and downs, the nitty gritties of what it takes to achieve goals, or we'll see what happens. Maybe I don't have what it takes to achieve goals. I do though. We all do. And I've achieved goals in the past. But I've also always wanted to make some media. So a good buddy of mine suggested, hey, why don't you document the growth of your company as you're going from being a solopreneur to owning a company that has multiple employees and teaching them to be successful also. So that's the path we're on. We're going from lifestyle business that supported my music career for 10 years with a great band to full-on company, building it to the size with the intention to sell in approximately 10, maybe 15 years. Anyway, that's what we're up to. That's what we're thinking right now, and you're coming along with. So one of the formats we're using is this one right here, and I'm just going to hold it up for a minute. This is the basic format here. I know there's a lot of fancy computer programs and digital stuff, but we're going to be as bare bones as possible here, so you don't need anything fancy. You can find a piece of paper, and if you don't have any colored pens, you can use just a plain old black one. You know, it doesn't have to be fancy. The point is that you're writing stuff down, you're keeping it close at hand. I recommend sticking it on the wall. That's what I do, so I see it every single day. So hopefully you can see this here, weekly goals, and then you put your date, and then we've got action goals. And action goals should be achievable. Of course, it's a bit of a stretch. You know, it's like, oh, my action goal is to get out of bed this morning. Okay, well, if you've done that, then step it up, progression, right? All right, but your action goals are goals that you can do. As long as you're staying on it, you can do it, you can do it. And these are the goals, the action goals, that these are the actions you believe will get you to your results goal, okay? And your results goals should be stretch goals. You'll see them in mine, but for example, if your goal is to run 1 mile a morning and you've been getting that 1 mile a morning going, then maybe it's time to stretch it to 1.5 miles, right? Now, right out of the gate, maybe you're not going to get 1.5 miles. Maybe you'll just get 1.25 miles, or maybe you want to stretch it to 2 miles, but you want to go 1 mile, 1.25 miles, 1.5 miles, 1.75 miles, 2 miles. Okay, so your results, those are going to be stretch goals into the future, and your activity goals are the goals that will get you to your results goal. All right, once again, the activity goals, those are the goals you're going to be doing each and every day. My goals are through Monday through Friday, and I'll show you that here in just a little bit. But you can do yours 7 days a week. You know, goal setting and staying on track and that sort of thing is not easy for me. This is exactly why we're doing this, so that you can help me stay on track. And if you're playing along, I can help you stay on track. Now, we're going to focus on 3 main categories: money, health, relationships, and we're also going to focus on the one thing. Really good book by Gary Keller. It's just a great philosophy of focusing on one thing, because a lot of times people expect you to focus on a lot of things to be really excited. And I've done that for decades. And what I found, what we're doing now is we're doing the one thing. We're making sure we're getting that one most important thing done each and every day. All right. And then our priorities, money, health, relationships, those came from a friend of mine. And the logic here is, again, it's not right, it's not wrong, it's just what we're doing. But the logic behind it is, if you don't have money, if you don't have much money, it's tough to take care of your health. And if you don't have much money and you're not very healthy, it's really hard to spend quality time with people that you love. So make your own priorities, or use this one. If you're not writing and setting goals every week, just use this basic format to get started. It's 3, it's easy. And then we can do a little recap down here at the bottom. And then you keep these, so at the end of the month, at the end of the quarter, at the end of the year, you can review them and see your progress or lack of. All right, let's get going here. So how do we do? Oh my gosh, last week just kicked butt. It was awesome. It was awesome. I kicked butt. I was awesome. I was very proud of myself. And because of that, I was able to have a really good weekend. You know, I didn't go into the weekend wondering or kind of beating myself up because I didn't achieve what I wanted to achieve. I did. I achieved my weekly goals this week, my activity goals, and that's all I can ask of myself, is to hit my activity goals. So let's take a look at them real quick here. We've got, there we go, money goals. And so my one thing is 5 hot prospecting calls per day. That's Monday through Friday for my business. And you can see, bam, 5 stars, bip, 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 every single day. Super stoked on myself for hitting that. Also, got to follow that back end here, right? Got to bring it in, then you got to keep it. So 30 minutes a day on QuickBooks. And I got to tell you, QuickBooks is overwhelming to me. At least it was. And my first times that I was doing this 30 minutes a day, I would literally turn on the TV, put my laptop on my lap, turn on QuickBooks, and just look at it, and just click on stuff, and just look at it, and just look at it. And what happens? Well, I'm doing it for 30 minutes, and my timer goes off. Okay, I'm done. What do you think happened? 30 minutes a day for 5 days. That's 2.5 hours of study of QuickBooks. Do you think I learned something? Of course I did. And then I started getting more actionable inside QuickBooks, and I feel a lot more comfortable. All right, I nailed that every single day. Bip, 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 5 days. All right, what's next? Health. Actually, I took Monday off for a recovery day because we had a big weekend the following weekend. But then, bam, went to the gym, bam, got my run in, bam, went to the gym, bam, got my 2-mile run in. So I did a 1-mile run on Wednesday, but I got the exercise in every single day. And that's what's really most important. All right, keep it going. Relationships. All right, what did we have here? 2 supportive workouts. That's those AM workouts. That's called a force multiplier, by the way, when you can do one action and knock out multiple goals. That's what we're always looking for, force multipliers. That's how we get more effective and efficient. All right, so bam, nailed those. We had my girl and I had really good workouts together. We got along really good. We interacted really well. We were good partners. So bam, got 1-2 on those. And then we do a book study session for 1 hour once a week. And it's on relationships. It's on communicating. It's on having a better relationship. So we got that this week. And then I had a little project that I was working on. My action goal was to get half of that project done this weekend. And I absolutely did. So then we come over here to the results side. How are the results? Well, my results for the week were 2 new accounts, and I did not get any new accounts. But my action goals were spot on, so the results should follow, right? That's the strategy. You put the wood in the stove, and then you get the heat. So I put the wood in the stove. I hope the heat's coming. So, all right, so no new accounts. And only 5% of my revenue goal. So terrible when it came to results on the money section. But let's look at the health section. My goal was 215 And I woke up this morning, even after my run, I went and ran. It's pretty warm this morning in Vegas, hoping to get under that 215 or at least match it. But I was 216 this morning, so that's really good. Really happy on that. And my relationship is going great. We had a really good week. We bonded. We made things happen. We enjoyed each other's company. We went out Saturday night and saw a band, which we really enjoy, some live music. And so it was a great week. So I really just have got to, really good week. All right, excellent. So what's going on for next week? All right, so same old format, right? Here we go. I got it all set up. For 5, 16, 22, I get this all set up. Let's go right down the list. Money. Money's happening? Again, I'm sticking with my same one thing, my 5 hot prospecting calls per day, because it's a really good metric for me, because I got to do a bunch of other calls in order to get these prospects to the hot prospect status. So it's really a good measuring point for me. All right, so we're going to keep that up. And that's my one thing. That's the one thing that I've just absolutely got to get done this week is those 5 calls, and that's why I like using those gold stars. It helps me to feel good, like I'm in school, like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Anyway, and then also, now this week I'm expanding a little bit, 30 minutes per day of business money management. So it doesn't just have to be QuickBooks. It can be QuickBooks and then other forms of money management that I have going on right now. So 30 minutes per day, nose in my money, making sure I'm managing money properly. Because, right, how do you expect to have a significant amount of wealth at retirement time, or whenever that is for you, if you're not managing your money right? It just doesn't make sense. If you're not taking care of your garden, do you expect your garden to be beautiful? No. If you're not taking care of your car, do you expect it to last 100, 150, 200,000 miles? Of course not. If you're not taking care of your body, how long do you expect that to last before, 1 pill, 2 pill, 3 pills, 4 pills, and then what? So what I'm saying is you've got to put in the time, you got to do the work. And so that's what I've done for myself. I know that I'm building a business. I have to manage my money. I don't like managing my money. I just like to have a bunch and be a wee, just like the rest of us, right? That ain't happening. If you want a bunch of money, especially when your body is going to be older and maybe a little less energetic, that time will come. So let's work on, you too, darn it. Everybody should be spending a little time each week, or each day, if you feel so inclined, managing your money, provided your money is important to you. All right. And we're going to have the same results goals. We're going to have 2 new accounts for the results. And then I'm keeping my revenue goal personal, but I'm going to continue to give you the percentages of how close it is I get. All right. Moving right along to health. My goal, we're going to keep it at under 215. I want to get it under 215 and let it sit there for a week, maybe 2, and then we'll take it down to the next level, okay? So 215 is what we still want to be. We're going to use the same basic format, 2 miles, 2 miles, 2 miles, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then a push-pull session at the gym with my girlfriend on Tuesday and Thursday, all right? And moving right along to relationships, we're going to have 2 supportive workouts and 1 book session, just like before. These are good habits to build. And then we've got a trip set up to go camping this weekend in Joshua Tree. So that's the result I want to have. I want to have a magnificent weekend because, quite frankly, if we're not having a great week, it makes it really difficult to have a great weekend, in my opinion. It's definitely more of an uphill climb. So that's the result goals for relationships. All right. Look at that. A good meeting starts on time and ends early. Wrapping it up, we're at 14 and 15 seconds about, and I want to keep this to 15 minutes. Anyway, I just really want to thank you guys for keeping me on track. This is my 3rd video. I'm going to do 1 more to show my consistency to myself, and then I'll start inviting people to take a look at these, because honestly, this is... If we're not taking the time to plan our lives, then who is? You know who is. It's the authorities. It's the powers that be. It is advertising and marketing. If you're not in control of your own life, someone else is. And if you're not used to being in control of your life, try some baby steps. Just try setting a few intentions, working towards them, and see if you can make it happen. All right? Thanks so much, you guys. All the best. See you next time.